like that. Alright, on the buck stops here this evening, an exclusive in-depth interview with the BJP President NITIN Gadkari. We spoke to him about a range of issues, everything from whether the BJP will attend the all-party meeting this Sunday on the Lokpal bill, to whether the BJP supports bringing the Prime Minister's office within the ambit of the Lokpal. We also asked NITIN Gadkari who will be the BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate in 2014 and what about the differences and the internal competition within the Sangh Parivar and the ranks of the BJP. NITIN Gadkari is our newsmaker tonight. Joining us now is the most outspoken BJP President, NITIN Gadkari.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, Gadkari Sahab. I must start by asking you, there is an all-party meeting that has been called, but it's not clear whether the BJP is going to attend this meeting. Even when the questionnaires were sent by Pranab Mukherjee, the BJP took the position and BJP chief ministers took the position that we will respond to this when the draft bill comes to Parliament. But now the government has called an all-party meeting. As the main opposition party in this country, is the BJP considering not attending this meeting?
No, this is not the fact. Day after tomorrow we have a meeting of NDA and with discussing this subject with all the party leaders. We will decide exactly what BJP will take the decision about it. So presently we are not taking any decision. But after the meeting it will decide.
But that would mean that the meeting will decide and therefore the option is open ki aap jayenge ya nahi jayenge.
Definitely it is going to decide by the meeting.
So if you choose not to go, what would be the reason? Because many people are saying that yes, the UPA should have taken the opposition into confidence earlier. That is true. But now that they're trying to create a political consensus, why isn't the BJP?
This is not true. I am asking one question to the UPA leaders and particularly the Prime Minister. When they appoint the 4 ministers in that committee discussing this issue with the civil society, at that time we are also the part and parcel of the parliament. In both the houses, the opposition leader, they are the respectable leader of the opposition in the parliament. At the same time, at that time, the UPA leader, the Prime Minister, they don't need at that time our cooperation for that. In that way, they are actually, if they want to pass this bill in the parliament, they need our cooperation and they are expecting from us. At the same time, when they select that committee at that time with civil society, they appointed 4 ministers from the cabinet. At that time, why they not select BJP leader of opposition for that?
Are you saying that if at that time they had asked the opposition to be part of the Lokpal drafting panel, the BJP would have said yes and considered it?
Now the problem is that this is a political strategy of the UPA. Now they are just continuing 4, 5, 6, 7 meetings with the civil society. Now the problem is that there is a tie. In this tie, this UPA want our support. That's why now they are asking after that. And when there is a marriage in your house, after the complete marriage ceremony is completed, then you are giving us the invitation, come for the dinner or the lunch. What it means? It's meaningless. Actually, there is a fight between the UPA and the civil society. Now they need our help. That's why now they are asking our opinion. Now the system is that, which is already established in the democracy for any bill. When any bill introduced in the parliament, the opposition party, as a leader of the opposition party and the BJP, we just take the study of that all bill and we will decide what our idea, what we feel about it.
But aapko sun ke lag raha hai that the BJP is not going to be attending this all-party meeting, because if you're comparing it to a wedding where the invitation comes after the wedding is over, then no self-respecting guest would go for such a wedding. So
no, this is
reading between the lines and think the BJP is not going to attend this meeting.
No, don't read it between the line. As far as to go to the meeting or not, this will be decided in the meeting. Previously, today, in my mind, there is no such type of any idea in my mind.
What is your personal
Because in the democracy...
What is your personal opinion?
I am a president of the political party. It will not be proper to give me my personal opinion. Already I convey my personal opinion to Advani ji and Sushma ji. And with considering all the opinion, they will decide.
The BJP's own position on the Lokpal bill is also a bit confusing. We are confused as people, as citizens. We want to know from you as the party president, does the BJP support bringing the Prime Minister's office under the Lokpal or not? Because many party leaders of your party privately seem to also express reservations. Publicly, they don't make their position clear. What is the BJP's position on this?
First of all, you try to understand one thing. We are not confused. In the system from last many days, just you verify the history. Every time on the floor of the parliament, the ruling party submitted the draft of the bill, and after that we have given our opinion about it. We discuss with them. This is the procedure. Now, there is no system without submitting the bill to the parliament. How anyone can expect that BJP should give an opinion on that issue?
Because on the principle of it, you can give an opinion. There is a big debate between the Anna panel and the UPA government.
Principally, we are with the government and we are with the civil society that we need Lokpal. We are principally in support of this this idea. We have no problem about it. But as far as the other thing, the reference of other things in the bill, we have a small committee, subgroup in BJP. They are already making research and study of the subject, and also we will consult with our NDA partners, and by considering opinion of everybody, we will think about it and we will take the position for the party for that.
But one of the main differences between the Anna Hazare team and the UPA government has been on the inclusion of the Prime Minister's office. Now, Manmohan Singh yesterday said he was personally all right with it. It was something that Atal Bihari Vajpayee had also said when he was Prime Minister, but other people in the government felt that this would create instability for the Prime Minister's office. I'm asking you again, is it that the BJP has not yet decided whether it supports bringing the Prime Minister within the ambit of the Lokpal bill?
It is not yet decided. This is a very important subject. Though the Prime Minister is ready, and even there was a statement from Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji also. But we will take this subject to the BJP leadership. We will think about it. At the same time, we want to discuss with NDA partners also, because this is an important subject. And after that discussion, whatever the unanimity which will be formed, that will be the decision of the BJP. So there is a procedure for that. And I definitely in the parliament, when the government submitted their draft, we will definitely give our opinion on that time.
So you can see that there is some argument also on the side of the government when it says it does not want to bring the Prime Minister's office, because you're also still evolving your own view on this.
We are discussing this subject, and we want to discuss this subject with our partner also, NDA partners, because you just understand, if suppose BJP take one role about it, at the same time some different position will be taken by our other partner, it will not be appropriate. So before taking any position, our idea is to discuss thoroughly with our NDA partners, and after that unanimity which we will get it, we will decide and we will give our whatever we feel about it, we will submit it to the government.
Now, the Prime Minister said in his media interaction with 5 newspaper editors that to call him a lame duck Prime Minister is opposition propaganda. And you held a press conference shortly after, and you in a sense rubbished everything that the Prime Minister had said. But the question arises, Gadkari Saab, that if the BJP is so confident that this is a government losing its ground, why hasn't the BJP challenged the UPA in Parliament, for example?
I just want to ask you one question. When a party general secretary publicly calls that the Rahul ji can be an appropriate Prime Minister, it is a clear-cut indication to the Manmohan Singh ji. I want to ask you one question to you. If suppose the Sonia Gandhi is Prime Minister, is anybody in the Congress party has courage to say this? When there is one Prime Minister, a respectable Prime Minister in the post, the party high command, a very strong leader, he is just making a comments on the Prime Minister that it is a time for Rahul. How he is going to tolerate? What the reason? This indicates that his position is, what is his position in the party. That's why the people have that type of understanding in their mind. It is not because of BJP. It is in the mind of the people many times. Now in many appointments, many things, already every time Pradhan Mantri argued that I don't know anything. What happened? I don't know. In the Thomas appointment, he said, I don't know. In others, say, in the Stevas case, I don't know what happened. Even in many cases, in 2G spectrum, he don't know. Then he don't know anything. Then people are having, who knows the thing? Who is the authority? Who is taking the decision? The Prime Minister is not capable to take the decision. Why he talk like this? Because of this this type of conversation from the Prime Minister. That's why it creates confusion about him, and that's why that type of image which is carried there in the large people in the mind of the people.
But that doesn't answer my question. If the BJP was so confident about its own position right now, it would perhaps have taken on the government numerically inside Parliament. You don't have the numbers on your side, for example, to bring in a no confidence motion. The BJP was not able to do very well in the recent assembly elections. Is there a realization that while you can have a sustained campaign outside of Parliament, there's nothing very much you can do till 2014?
Yesterday 2 elections which have been declared, out of which in Madhya Pradesh, every seat from Congress party where every time get elected. In Karnataka, every seat from Janata Dal and Congress, every time we are elected. As far as we are referring the 5 elections of the 5 states, only Assam, other 4 states.
Where Assam, the BJP thought it would win.
It was not expected. We are expecting 15 to 20 seats. Our vote percentage as long as same. But we are not whatever the results, we are not satisfied about it. But fortunately, the 5 states, that not about the states where we have got good strength there. So we are not expecting too much from there.
So are you in a position to do much more than, in a sense, run a rhetorical campaign against the government? Because the numbers right now are not on your side, and it seems nobody wants a midterm election for sure.
We are not working for the number. We are a nationalist party. We are fighting for corruption. We are fighting for price rise. We are fighting for black money. And we are raising this issue. We are going to the people. As a responsible opposition party, it is our right and privilege to go to the people and discuss. Now we are taking public rallies and making agitations and everything. So we are doing it in the people.
You have brought up Karnataka. Many people believe that Karnataka is the double standard in the BJP's campaign against corruption. That while you have very successfully pushed the government on the defensive on 2G and CWG and Adarsh Society, when it comes to Karnataka, Gadkari Sahab, you will remember your own statement made a few months ago. Even you said that some of the decisions taken by the Karnataka Chief Minister were immoral but not illegal. Isn't immoral bad enough?
First of all, I want to ask you one question. I want to take your interview. What are the...
That's another time.
Right now
I am interviewing you.
I have also right. I have to ask you one question. What are the corruption charges against Yediyurappa and Karnataka government?
Even the Lok Ayukt of Karnataka, Santosh Hegde, who is a part of the drafting panel, has accused Mr. Yediyurappa of misusing his discretionary powers in land allotments.
Where?
And issued a notice because he believed that there was a prima facie case.
I will correct you. First of all, the denotification of land is a law which is passed by Karnataka Assembly, and it is the full power of the Chief Minister to denotify the land. It is the law which is passed by the Assembly. This is the right and privilege of the Chief Minister.
Should he have been giving it to his family members?
No, I will tell you one thing. This power used 3 times more by Devegowda ji, Kumar Swami ji, Krishna ji and Dharam Singh ji. It is not only Yediyurappa is doing it. And as far as using this law is 100% legal.
Why did you call it immoral then?
But using any law, though you have got a legal power,
because he misused
using
the
it
law for his own advantage.
Family member, this will not be appreciated. That's why I make that comments.
Mr. Advani said recently that he was not happy about the state of affairs in Karnataka, after which Mr. Yediyurappa promised to change and refurbish the image of his government in 3 months. Do you think that has happened? Because we've seen only this drama over temple truth, which you stopped. You stopped and said, don't mix religion with politics. A mandir is not the place to be doing these tests. But be honest, Gadkari Sahab, would you concede that Karnataka is the weak link in the BJP's campaign against corruption?
Not at all. Not at all. It is only the propaganda from the section of media.
But this is Advaniji's statement that he is not happy about the state of affairs in Karnataka.
I don't make any comment because I don't know what Advani says.
Are you happy with the state of affairs in Karnataka?
But I will tell you one thing. On the basis of Karnataka, what I feel, in every election, by-election in Karnataka, assembly election, we have got good strength. We have got good victory. In all Jilla Panchayat, only 4 Jilla Panchayat was BJP, now it is 18. And Congress was 22, it comes to 4. Even we have got very good strength in Karnataka. In the next time, we will win more than 150 seats of assemblies and at least 25 seats of parliament. So even as far as the government is concerned, there is a lot of satisfaction in the mind of the people. When I go in the interior part of the Karnataka, as far as the good governance of the government, lot of good schemes. The Karnataka is the first government which is giving 1% loan interest rate for the farmers, giving crop loans for agriculture loan. This is the first state in the country. Karnataka is the first state in the country which have submitted their first agriculture budget. So there are a lot of good things in Karnataka.
So are you saying, Gadkari Saab, that you believe that Mr. Yediyurappa is an honest, upright chief minister who has done nothing wrong and is not accountable for all of the controversies that continue to surround him?
Yediyurappa is doing his job nicely. He is working for the development of Karnataka.
Is he an honest chief minister?
See, one is honest and dishonest. This type of individual questions, this is not the proper thing to answer about it. But I feel that as far as the leader of Karnataka is concerned, he honestly doing his job nicely for the people of Karnataka. And the one thing which is already certified by the people of Karnataka, that in every by-election under the leadership of Yediyurappa, party get good and great victory. This is the people are with the government. Only the sum of the section of the people. Now you just give me the answer. In 2G spectrum, there is a report from the Enforcement Directorate and CBI. From CAG. In 2G spectrum, there is a report from CAG. In Commonwealth game, report from CBI and the Enforcement Directorate. In Karnataka, neither a decision from the Supreme Court, High Court, Lokayukta and CBI. How you are expecting that without taking any evidence of anybody, any report from anybody, you are expecting that I should take action against
But the Lokayukt Santosh Hegde said...
Not at all. Still
said in an interview to me that he felt he was being marginalized by the Karnataka government because when he tried to investigate allegations on how mining of iron ore was being conducted, the Yediyurappa government ordered its own probe to sideline the probe that he was already conducting. He said this on record. Now he's part of the Anna Hazare team. The BJP is supporting the Anna Hazare team. A member of that panel has raised serious questions about the propriety and the probity of the Yediyurappa government.
I will tell you one thing, because the issue was related with that, some issue was with Lokayukta. At the same time, there was a demand from the opposition party in the assembly for some probe. So because of the public representatives' pressure, the government has taken a decision for that inquiry. Now this is a judicial matter. I don't make any comments on it, but presently there is no written report submitted by Lokayukta related with the government or any minister or any public representative. If he can give his report, then we can think about it, what is the report is.
As party president, what are the changes you would like to see in Karnataka? Do you believe that there is some problem that needs to be fixed?
But presently our party is good. Our president Yediyurappa is doing good job. Even our Yediyurappa's government is good. My colleague Anand Kumar, who was previously president, now he is also one of the popular leaders in Karnataka. All our leaders have good team. They are working very hard. And even the BJP is very much popular in Karnataka. Our basic strength every day is increased in Karnataka. The people are happy by at large with the government of Karnataka. And it is already an indication that in every by-election we are getting good victory, good and great victory. So I feel that our train is on the track.
You spoke about Digvijay Singh openly saying that Rahul Gandhi should be Prime Minister and in a sense undermining the authority of the actual Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. But critics of the BJP say that there is also disarray within the BJP. There are clashes within its leaders Sushma Swaraj and Arun Jaitley, which came into the public when Sushma Swaraj openly said in an interview that it was Mr. Jaitley who had decided on the appointment of the Bellary brothers in the Karnataka government. Now when you made the statement and you said it was a collective decision, many people saw this as a public reprimand of Sushma Swaraj.
No, our problem is not with the leaders, our problem is the media. That was a very nice interview in Outlook, but only the one sentence created a lot of problems. Now actually the intention of Sushma ji was not that. Unfortunately that unnecessary that many debate and discussion was on the subject at that time. Now the problem is closed. And there is a good relationship between Arunji and Sushmaji, and there is no problem in the party. We are all doing our work in one direction, how we can strengthen this party for 2014.
But did you agree with what she had said? Did you agree with what she had said? Because even in the past...
That was a collective, and as far as I will tell you very frankly and bluntly, Karnataka, our party was not that much strong. At that time, the Reddy brothers also, they are also the part of our victory. They also tried their level best to work for the party. And it is the unanimous efforts taken by many of the leaders. That's why we get the victory. So, with the person who helped us in the bad days, I never have this habit to disown him in a good days. If suppose Reddy brothers, they have no iron mine in the Karnataka, in Karnataka under their name. Suppose if anything wrong, is there any report from High Court, Supreme Court, CBI or from Lokayukta? Nothing is there. It is only because of that there is some vindictive politics is going on, because the Reddy brothers have got good relation with YSR Reddy and they have close associate with Jagan Reddy, and that's why Congress party has some vindictive agenda, and they say everywhere their vindictive agenda is they are using. In Gujarat they use this vindictive agenda against our leaders. In just Ramdev Baba's case, now they are using immediately to against Ramdev Baba's associate. Same time they want to use this vindictive agenda against Jagan. At the same time, if they feel that Jagan is a friend of Reddy brothers, they want to use it against Reddy brothers. CBI is politicalized. It is the Congress Bureau of Investigation, and they want to use it for every time for their political purpose. I always explain that CBI is the most trusted alliance partner of UPA, because at a time when UPA is in problem, the CBI go to Mayawati ji and Mulayam Singh showing their files. I support to UPA, otherwise we will take action against you. This type of vindictive agenda and the Congress Bureau of Investigation, the CBI is becoming now. In such a case, this politics is going on. This is not good for the democracy, and I have very strong feeling about it.
CBI has been politicized no matter which government is in power. Right now there's a debate on whether the CBI should be brought within the RTI. Would the BJP support that? Because there is a current big fight on within this government itself.
Like, the problem is that any intelligence agency or related the agency who work in particularly the home matters, home ministry, I feel that it will not be appropriate, because we are fighting with terrorism. We are fighting with Naxalism. We are facing the problem because of our law. Now the people who are directly connected with the Naxalites, they have get tremendous respect and regard in this country. The people are supporting them. They are just jubilant in this country. Now this is not the good thing. I feel that it will not be appropriate to, as far as the CBI case is concerned,
to come under the RTI.
Yes,
but just to go back to Karnataka for a minute, you said that you do not believe that people should be disowned in good times when they've helped you, in the bad times, making a reference to the Bellari brothers, the Reddy brothers. Are you saying that Sushma Swaraj was trying to do that in that interview? Did you privately speak to her about that? Did you question her about the comments she had made about Arun Jaitley being behind their
at that time, whatever the question was asked to Sushma ji, she was answering that question. That was not in her mind. And I feel that now the subject is closed. Unnecessary, it is a section of the press by taking some extract from some statement and creating the good news and giving banner line for that. Now the subject is closed. But I will tell you one thing. One thing is very clear. Whatever the Karyakarta belongs to BJP, I will not allow Congress party for their vindictive politics. If anything wrong, there is Supreme Court, High Court, then there is, even I can accept CBI report, if there is a Lokayukta report. If nothing is there, only on the basis of the vindictive politics you are going and making target your political opponents and using CBI and other agencies for that, it is not the good game.
So that is not what Santosh Hegde thinks, and you are talking, you are in talks with him, you are supporting this panel. Santosh Hegde thinks that the Yediyurappa government there's a prima facie case of guilt.
Santosh Hegde is the Lokayukta. If he want to give anything, he can give in return. I never understand that Lokayukta giving everything in giving. He is not a political leader. He is a respectable person. He is a ex-Supreme Court judge. I have tremendous respect and regard for him. After that, whenever he give any report, we will think about it.
There is a perception that there are serious differences between US party president and Sushma Swaraj's leader of opposition. This comment on Karnataka was seen as a put down, a snub to Sushma Swaraj by you. Earlier, when she put on Twitter her comments on the case of the CVC being closed, you contradicted her then. Do you believe that the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha has on 2-3 occasions made comments that you disagree with?
I never snub Sushma ji. I never say anything against Sushma ji. There was a meeting, and in meeting BJP start agitation against the UPA government. At that time I have a press conference, so I declare we will take strong agitation against UPA. I never thought about it to snub anybody. I don't know if the section of media always misinterpreted.
But there were contradictions with what she was saying and what you were saying.
I never understand. I don't know. I never understand this politics. I always speak directly. Sushma ji is a very senior leader. I have nothing to say anything about it. There is no differences with Sushma ji or Arun ji or Advani ji. Sometimes some people say I have differences with Advani ji. Sometimes say with Arun ji. Sometimes say Sushma ji. What is going on? How this way the pace is going to work? Now if you only have, if there are no differences, but you want to project it, some people are project that, I don't know, they may have some political agenda for that.
But many people wonder that with so many leaders in the BJP, who will be the BJP's face in 2014? And given how things are going,
we have number of faces.
That is the problem.
No problem.
That is the problem of plenty. That's the problem of plenty.
At the time of the selection, our parliamentary board, which is the highest body, we will select the face.
Who do you consider as potential prime ministerial candidates?
I don't want to open my card now.
No,
At the time
who do you, since there's so many leaders that you have named, who do you believe are potentially capable of that role?
The 4-5 leaders, all are competent and potential.
Like who?
Advani ji, Dr. Joshi ji, Arun Jaitley ji, Sushma ji, Narendra Modi ji, Rajnath Singh ji. 6 are fully competent.
So how will this be decided?
Definitely, that is going to depending upon our skill.
You didn't include yourself in this group.
Not at all. I don't want to become. I want to serve this country for at least for 25 years. Even I don't want to contest the election. I don't want to go for Rajya Sabha. But I am going to contest the election, parliament election.
You are going to?
Yes, I want to prove that I am from the masses. That's why I will contest the election.
Okay, now you've spoken, you've of course been a party man, a cadre man. Talking about that, the government, the UPA says that Baba Ramdev's agitation was in a sense propped up entirely by the RSS. They have released, and groups that are close to the Sangh Parivar, they have said that Govindacharya, who once used to be with the BJP, was the one who started this whole campaign.
Now Govindacharya is independently working with his organization. Now he is also not, people are considering that Govindacharya and RSS are united. Now how you can say that the RSS is from with the Ramdev Baba and other thing, and how BJP have anything related with Ramdev Baba, this agitation? This is the false allegations. I will tell you one thing. What is going on in this country? This UPA and Congress party make everything, they make responsible RSS and BJP for that. If there is a failure of the government, BJP and RSS is responsible. If there is a corruption in 2G spectrum, BJP and RSS is responsible. There is anything that happens in the country, every time they say BJP and RSS is responsible. Then the Congress and UPA are irresponsible. How they can say that? And if these belong, he is supported by RSS, why this 4 ministers go to airport giving red carpet treatment to him, and why they receive them? The Prime Minister is under the direction of the Prime Minister. Why they discuss with them? At that time he was Sant. And within 2 days he is become thug. What is going on to this party? This is not a democratic party. This is a banned party. There is no banned party. There is no coordination, no communication between the leaders. The party says something, the minister doing something. What is this?
But tell me, when people...
And I will ask you one question. I am very much hurt with one incident. The 50,000 people, the children, the women, the ladies member of the agitations, the other people, there was not a single incident of law and order taken place there. At 11 o'clock, just police goes there and making this ashru gas and everything and beating the people. What is going on? How they behave with the ladies?
But do you think Baba Ramdev should have run away wearing women's clothes and instead of staying back and being arrested and following the process of law? There has been a lot of criticism of the police crackdown, and I take your point. I am asking another question.
First of all, I want to ask you, there is no right to anybody to talk against the corruption?
There is, and I am saying that's why there was a lot of criticism of the police crackdown. I want to ask this question
to Sonia ji and Manmohan Singh ji. If anyone talk against the black money, is it a crime? If anyone talk against the corruption, India free from corruption, is it a crime? What is going on? What type of democracy they have? They want. Now I want to ask you one question. If the people, the police beating anybody, even in media also, if they targeted you, how we can face the police? There is no option. I don't want to make any comments on that, but the way in which the police behave with the civilians and those who are just singing bhajans and other things, there is not a single law and order situation is there, not a single incident is there. Even they are not giving Murdabad, Prime Minister Murdabad or Sonia ji, nothing was there. In that case, the innocent people, the way in which police attack, the way in which police beaten the ladies and the small children and everything, and what is going on? Is it a democracy? Is it good? It is a shame for the world. Everyone criticize this. And I feel that this is the most bad thing. Even this is worse than all this subject. Either you appoint Lokpal or nothing, or black money, they are irrelevant. But the way in which in the democracy, the ruling party behave with the common man, the common people, what is their crime? I am very much hurt by this incident.
Do you support, though, some of the proposals that Baba Ramdev made, including capital punishment for those who commit economic offences? Because one important thing for the BJP to consider is that this entire debate on corruption is not just about the Congress, it's about all politicians.
First of all, whatever the demand from Ramdev Baba, that is their individual demand. That is not supported by BJP. We have some different attitude about it. But either BJP, either Ramdev Baba, either CPM activists, or either any party, Samajwadi Party, Bahujan Samaj Party, or Congress Party. This is not a way to behave with the people in the democracy. This is not a way. You are beaten the people, innocent people. At a night, you just buy ashru gas, tear gas, the fire was there. It's a very horrible thing. It's a shame for the country.
The government says the permission was for a yoga shiver and not for this kind of hunger fast or rally. How do you respond to that?
Suppose if there is a hunger strike is going on, is there any law and order problem was there? You can register the case against him. You have full right. Is it a remedy that police are taking to the Ramlila Maidan and beaten the people and even beaten the ladies, the way in which they behave with the ladies? Is the way? I feel it does. The age of 60 and 70 years, even it is not difficult for me to elaborate it. Their clothes are the way in which the police behave with them. How the police behave with the sadhus. They just open their all clothes and just beaten them by. Is it a way? Is it democracy?
But as a politician, are you worried about the growing anti-politician sentiment in this country? Because there is a disillusionment perhaps with many corruption scandals of the UPA government. But when we concede so much space to non-elected groups, eventually, whichever government comes next, it will hurt them, it could potentially hurt them too.
Say one thing we have to accept, that the political credibility of the political leaders is going down.
Of all parties.
Of all parties. It's unfortunate. It's not good for the democracy. So we have to strengthen democracy. We have to increase the credibility. We have to add a qualitative people in the politics, in all political parties. And we need a freedom of speech. At the same time, we have to protect the fundamental rights. Because we are the great democratic country in the world. So these are the really important things. At the same time, unfortunate. The credibility of the political leaders is, all leaders, I'm not talking about anybody XYZ, is losing. It's not good. We as a political party, we have to think about it, how we can increase the credibility of the political leadership. That's why definitely we should take some drastic step for that, to how we can increase our credibility. But at the same time, you just check the history from 47. Every time in our society, there is a non-political agitation is also there. Even at the time of 1975, before emergency, there was a strong student agitation. That was not led by any political party. When Jayaprakash support that agitation, that was a non-political agitation. Even in many agitation in the country, in different states, there are all non-political leaders, the social leaders. Even social leaders have right to think about the society. They have right to think about the country. They have to think about the political corruption. They have full right to think about the future of the country. They have full right to think about the future of the poor people. So they have the same right. But fortunately, in the political system, if the people are unhappy with the political leaders and the party, this is not a good sign for the democracy. So we all political party, it is time now to strengthen the democracy and to increase our credibility definitely by our good things which we need to accept, and we have to increase the credibility of our ideology, our organization and our leadership.
One of the things about mature political discourse is when Parliament functions. Will we see the BJP allowing Parliament to function this time, or are you going to put the government on the mat and disrupt Parliament on different issues?
Our attitude and approach is already, we want to continue the Parliament, we want to take part in the debate.
So you're hoping the Parliament will function this time?
Yes.
Not like last time?
I am of the opinion that it should function because it is the strength of the democracy. So there is a debate. There can be a debate about people may like it, may not like it. Everyone has right to speak there.
Now, what is the status on that very public drift between you and Gopinath Munde.
Yeah, I have discussed with him.
But that meeting was inconclusive. It didn't seem to result in a peace settlement.
He will sort it out. There are some misunderstandings in his mind. I feel that it will be cleared and there will be no problem.
Now, you said that in the Congress, one hand doesn't know what the other hand is doing, there's no coordination. People could say that about the BJP as well, about these public differences which you deny exist. But one of the most recent public differences is in your home state, and it directly concerns you, Gopinath Munde. Now, what is the status on that very public drift between you and Gopinath Munde?
I have discussed with him.
But that meeting was inconclusive. It didn't seem to result in a peace settlement.
He is in Mumbai, I am in Delhi. I was in Bangalore. So today I am going to for some abroad. But after that I will come, and I have already my discussion with him, and now I feel that the subject is closed now.
You don't believe that he's going to leave the BJP and join the Congress, or would you actually not mind if he did that? Because the differences with him are so well known.
I never like it, and I never want that he should leave the party. You understand one thing. Whatever in my presidency, I want to increase the strength of the party. I want to be joined many people from the other parties to in the party. Even the people who leave the party, I want to take with the party. So I will never like anyone who can go from the party. And as far as Mundeji is concerned, I will sort it out. There are some misunderstandings in his mind. I feel that it will be cleared and there will be no problem.
But that's not happened yet. Right now it's still a problem.
Because I am in Delhi, he is in Mumbai.
Because you didn't want to meet him for so long?
Not at all. Well, already I have discussed with him on the phone, and I will,
Do you think any of his grievances are legitimate? When he feels that he's not being allowed to appoint his own people, he's being marginalized?
No, I don't want to make any comments on it, because it is an appropriate thing that to discuss the party issues on the party platform.
But you believe that Gopinath Munde will stay with the BJP?
I feel so.
Another leader who left the BJP and came back is Uma Bharti, and then this has just happened. But many people have noticed the fact that there were no senior leaders present for her reinduction, that there was a strong resistance within the BJP to the return of Uma Bharti.
There is no resistance. All senior leaders, every time it is not possible for everybody to present in Delhi. As a president, myself, I was there, Anand Kumar was there, then also 3-4 general secretaries were there. Now even in our press conference room, there is a space for 8 to 10 people. How it is possible to accommodate 20 leaders on the one platform?
But it's true that many of your senior leaders, because we all remember those images when Uma Bharti walked out of LK Advani chairing a meeting, it was caught on camera. We all remember those images.
That is all past now.
It's been forgiven and forgotten?
Yes, forgotten.
Will she have a defined role that is confined to Uttar Pradesh?
Already defined. She is working very hard in Uttar Pradesh. She is going to every assembly constituency. There are very good response from the people, and she is a very fiery speaker and everything. She will be asset for us in Uttar Pradesh, and she will fight with the Mayawati ji and Samajwadi Party and Congress, and definitely she will contribute good for the party in UP.
Were you upset that she met with the Congress President Sonia Gandhi on the Ganga issue? She called herself, she described herself as a bua of Rahul Gandhi, whom she was going to talk to
already
and educate.
She has taken permission from me to meet with Sonia ji.
Before she went?
Yes. How I upset? Have you got, how you can understand the press reading? That the things are going on.
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
This is the problem with the media. That's why the people have already considered the things, and it's really difficult for us to make comments on it. The Umaji, he phoned me. Before joining the BJP, she has written a letter to Sonia ji. Sonia ji is a leader of UPA, and also if Sonia call me, I will also meet with Sonia ji. She is a respectful leader of the country. She represents the Congress party. Is a democratic party. As far as the parliament they are representing. So if anytime if I get an opportunity to meet Sonia ji, I will be happy. I will meet him. We are not opponents. We are not just like India and Pakistan. We are a political party with different ideology.
It's interesting that you're saying...
We are not enemies.
It's interesting that you're saying that, because the Congress says that you have attacked Sonia Gandhi in a very personal way. Whether it was that comparison to Sonia Gandhi fighting corruption is like Pakistan fighting terrorism. You brought up her foreign origin issue again, which the BJP has tried and never succeeded in making an issue. The Congress at its press conference said NITIN GADKARI'S language is gutter level politics. Today you're saying if Sonia Gandhi invited me for tea, I would certainly go. How do you reconcile this contradiction?
First of all, I'm a leader of principal opposition party. I'm a president of a principal opposition party. party. In the democracy, it is my duty to express my ideas. Whatever the things happening in the country, it is my right to criticize the ruling party. I am talking about it. And the Congress...
But should it be so personal? Should it
Not
be so
at all.
personal as your comments were?
First of all, I never make any personal comments. This is the misimpression in the mind of the people. We are not enemies. We have different ideology. We are different political party. We are working in one country. I respect Sonia ji as a Congress president.
But do you regret that comment you made when you compared it to Pakistan fighting terrorism?
What is the wrong in that comments? When the comments was anything, why you tell me what is the wrong in it? It was using the phrase. You tell me what is the wrong in it.
But you also refer to her foreign origin, which many people believe is now a dead issue in this country.
What time I quoted foreign issue?
You spoke about at a public rally, you spoke about, you made a reference to Italy. You did. It's a recorded speech. So
first of all, I will tell you, the issue is already there. Because after the marriage, for some 14 or 16 years, she was not Indian citizen. It was a non-fact to everybody. But I am not referring that issue. Problem is that, first of all, I never criticized Sonia ji individually. But she is a party president. The one thing, they should take the preventive measure also. The way in which the spokesperson of the Congress party speaks about me, is it good for them?
But you provoke them, when they react, then we see this every day.
I am an aggressive politician. I am not going to bother about what Congress leader feels.
This is what Digvijay Singh also says about himself. When I asked him whether he was upset about the guy who threw the shoe at the press conference, he said, I'm a street activist, why shouldn't I be upset? So in a way, are you and Digvijay Singh similar? Like you're both aggressive politicians?
No. Digvijay is a different thing. I don't want to compare myself with Digvijay. He's a great man. I don't want to compare with Digvijay. He can talk about the Samaji. So he's a great man. I don't know. Please don't compare with me, Digvijay.
But when you
Digvijay is also a respectable leader. When I have some problem in this Uttarakhand about my helicopter, he just phoned me. How are you? God bless you. This is the strength of the democracy. We are not enemies. We are opponents. There is a differences on the basis of the ideology. We can meet each other. I have never any problem, no hesitation. If Prime Minister called me to the meeting, I go to his home, no problem.
So are you going to go for the all-party meeting? I have to end where I started. Since you said...
If NDA decides, if at that time I am available in India, definitely I will go to their meeting.
One last question. What do you see happening in the next session of Parliament? What will be the BJP's focus?
First of all, whatever is happening in this Ram Leela Maidan is the great humiliation and great black spot in the history of India.
So you will bring it up in Parliament?
Definitely, we will take it in the... Who is responsible for that? The Prime Minister says that it was unfortunate but unavoidable. What is unavoidable? Just the people of India, they want to understand what is unavoidable. What are the situations? Whether anyone can take the law in the hands, whether even take the stone in the hands. Why you are taking stern action against the innocent people, the ladies, the sadhus, the poor people, the older people? Is it a way to behave with the people? What is going on in this country? Do you want to indicate that again you want to start new emergency? And even after that, one minister and leader says, whatever happened to Ramdev Baba, same will happen to Anna Hazare also. What is this language? What they want to indicate?
I think Digvijay Singh has to invite you for chai. And that's a conversation we'd love to hear. But other than the Ram Leela Maidan incident, what are going to be the issues that you'll focus on in Parliament?
2G spectrum issue is going on. The price rise issue is going on. I always of the opinion that the wrong economic policies and bad and corrupt governance of the Congress party is basic reason for the price rise. If 70,000 crores rupees of food grain rotten every year, what is going on? Even they cannot protect food grain. After the decision of the Supreme Court that let us distribute to the poor people, the leader says, the people say, no, this is our right. We will allow this food grain to rotten, but we will not give it to the poor. What is going on? So these are the important issue of the poor man, the price rise, the 2G spectrum, the corruption issue, the Commonwealth game. Now many issues are coming. The CAG is giving every day the reports. This government is not a UPA government. This is a Lakshmi Darshan Karikram going on. Lakshmi Darshan government. All things are going on. And how the Prime Minister? I don't know anything. Who is responsible? 1,76,000 crores of the scandal in this 2G spectrum. This is not from allegation from BJP, not from Nitin Gadkari, from Sushma ji or Advani ji. This is from 2G, this is from CAG report. Commonwealth game. What is happens to this country? Every file is cleared by PMO, Prime Minister, Cabinet Subcommittee, Expenditure Finance Committee, group of ministers, and one IS officer secretary appointed by the Prime Minister. Then why only Kalmani is responsible? These are the questions. The people have the mind. The government need to give the answer of all these questions.
Well, it's clearly going to be another fiery session of Parliament. Thank you so much.
Thank you.